What's going on, boxing fans? It's Julian Williams with The Distance. I got another fantasy matchup for you guys. This one is Riddick Bowe versus Mike Tyson. Good matchup, prime for prime. I'm putting together two former heavyweight champions. Tyson, heavyweight champion, won in 1986, defeating Trevor Berbick. Lost to Buster Douglas in like either 89 or 90. Was knocked out. But overall, Mike Tyson was a really good fighter. In his prime, even past his prime. But I think the problem with Mike Tyson was he kind of changed up his style a little bit. After he defeated Michael Spinks, and when he got rid of Kevin Rooney, that was kind of the beginning of the end for Mike Tyson, somewhat, because he started to look for that one punch knockout, and wasn't really, and you still saw some upper body movement, but you didn't really see the same discipline that he had under Kevin Rooney, and especially under Cus D'Amato that he usually had, because I guess he didn't find that trainer that he actually listened to, or actually had to listen to. And I think he was, and I think that he kind of marched to the beat of his own drum toward the end of his career. But and on top of that, I guess he didn't really find that trainer that pretty much had control over him, told him what to do, and was able to, make him listen to him. And Riddick Bowe was a really good heavyweight fighter as well. Early in his career began like 1989, fought in the 1988 Olympics in Korea. Lost to Lennox Lewis, was knocked out. Was a silver medalist in the Olympics, and right after the Olympics he went pro. Started in 1989 against Lionel Butler. He was busy early in his career. He was very busy early in his career. Stayed busy. He was fighting weeks apart. Very early in his career, I think 2 years into his career, he already had like 25, 26 fights. And on top of that, I think he was from Brooklyn as well. I think he was from Brownsville, now that I think about it. And Riddick Bowe somewhat was kind of the anti-Mike Tyson in a way. He wasn't as abrasive with the media. He was abrasive with opponents. I remember reading about how he threw like a glass at somebody, and when he hit Larry Donald at the press conference, he had those moments. And there was some scenes caused after fights, and just like the one fight with Andrew Galala, or both the fights with Andrew Galala, second fight resulting in a riot. And then there was that disqualification fight with Elijah Tillery when he kind of threw him over, when he knocked him over the top rope like it was WWE Royal Rumble. So anyway, Riddick Bowe, really good fighter. I do think Riddick Bowe was a bit scientific as well. I think he did know how to use his size and knew how to use his tools to an advantage. See, Riddick Bowe he had kind of a wide base. He set up his knockouts with his left jab, and he didn't necessarily have great shoulder movement, but he knew how to move because he put all of his weight on his back foot. I think his back right foot. Put all his weight and all the gravity was centered on that back foot, so he was able to get away from big shots. And so how do I see this fight going? See, Mike Tyson, I do think, would pressure Riddick Bowe, and we've seen Riddick Bowe pressured in fights, and we've seen him like against Bruce Seldon when he pressured him. But see, Bruce Seldon, his attack tends to go down later on. Bruce Seldon's ass got knocked out in the first round. And Bruce Seldon doesn't have the head movement that Mike Tyson has. But Mike Tyson had hand speed. And really he had hand speed, and he knew how to come forward, and he knew how to slip jabs. Riddick Bowe primarily threw his left jab in fights. He threw his left jab to set up his right hand. With Riddick Bowe, when he threw his left jab, it was either to set up the right, kind of that looping right hand, or the right uppercut. And he threw that right uppercut occasionally, and he would sneak in the right uppercut, as well. And I think that's how he knocked out Seldon. And I think that was a punch that knocked out Mike Acey and another fighter, Pierre Coetzee. He was able to hurt him with that shot. And he was able to show his repertoire in that fight, because he basically punished Pierre Coetzee or Coetzee. And really, Riddick Bowe, see in the first few rounds, to beat Riddick Bowe, you have to take him out of his comfort zone, because Riddick Bowe was very relaxed in those opening stages of the fight. See, Mike Tyson, I do see him coming forward and constantly pressuring Riddick Bowe, going to the body, throwing the hooks to the body, going up top. Because if you look at Mike Tyson knockouts, a lot of Mike Tyson's knockouts early in his career were off of combinations. Just imagine, being against a fighter who actually has one-punch knockout power, but can knock you out with a combination, and can knock you out with two punches that can knock you out. See, with Mike Tyson, with his knockouts, which were combinations, Mike Tyson tend to go, usually had that body shot, that right hook to the body, and sometimes he followed up with the left hook up top. And see, but the question is, with Riddick Bowe, be able to defend himself from that. Riddick Bowe, when he throw combinations, he just covers up. Mike Tyson throws through combinations in his prime, and I think that Mike Tyson, with the good upper body movement, and will probably be able to get inside that Riddick Bowe left jab. But at the same time, I do think Riddick Bowe, who comes on strong in the middle rounds and most of the later rounds as well, knew how to pour it on and come on strong, would make it a very close fight. But really hard fight to call. But I'm going to go with Mike Tyson in this fight. I'm going to say Mike Tyson by a very close, unanimous decision. I just think that Mike Tyson will more likely consistently come forward and pressure Riddick Bowe the full 12 rounds of the fight. But at the same time, I do think Riddick Bowe could win this fight, if you ask me. I do think Riddick Bowe could win. But this is actually a pick'em fight. So with me, I'm going to go with Mike Tyson. I think he's going to have a astounding work rate, and Riddick Bowe had a pretty good work rate as well. But there were times that Riddick Bowe was relaxed, and there were times that you could make Riddick Bowe uncomfortable if you could come forward and pressure him and kind of make it a difficult fight for him. And I think Mike Tyson, like I said, comes forward, he pressures, throws combinations, mixes them to the body and up top, and had knockout power. He can knock you out with, one punch, but he would throw multiple shots. But I'm going to go with Mike Tyson. But anyway, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.